let's move that out of the way again. And let's actually make a cable. So we have a short.
It should work fine.
Yeah. They're all cool. Cool. So maybe I should get like simpler bananas. But those are among the things I didn't find. Where? W to F. So let me just double check it again around the corner because I used it, but I think no. So I clean too much. Clean too much. So I'm not gonna take the time to do that. I have more of these on its way from China already. So they're very nice. I love these. So very nice bananas. They have this like flexible bit like this, and then they're very rubbery, and you can connect them in series. There. So, and they stick, you know, it's not like they fall out. So now we just have to decide what size cable to use. So we have actual board cable. That's I kind of bought for this, but it's not much thicker than what we have. It would be very flexible on the table when we're measuring stuff, and it's still thicker than this, but not a lot. So, right, that's 18 and this is 22, so we have, this one is thicker, right? Then I have here a little bag of mattress. We have like real thick cable. And this is not very nice on the table. It will like move the multimeter, right? So this is like spare bits. I'm sure I have like short bits too, or like thin bits. So let's see. So let's get something that's nice with and a nice color. That's a long one. This one is like big twisted together or something. This is very short. So I also want the black one. Well, this is a black one, though it's one of the other materials, but it's probably okay. Yeah, so I'm going to shake through these and filter some out. Those are too big. It's more of that. Yeah, it's not flexible enough. I don't feel this. Oh, it's the same. No, it's not. Maybe that's too short. This is like the purpose I got these for. Oh. Oh, that's not pretty. What was I saying? I wanted shorter ones. Maybe I just wanted more flexible ones. I wanted shorter ones too, right? And those are... Yeah. Sorry for being the opposite way now. The opposite day. Gosh. So many cables. I think I have what I want. Let's just check. AC adapter. Oh, it's a USB charger. Why did it end up there? It's not supposed to be there. Oh right, I think I threw it in there because it's like broken. So this is also a fixed thing. I'm all sweaty. Oh my god. So these are a bit like too thin, maybe. Even. Maybe they're good. So these. So I've got like two different kinds here. Let's look at them in the microscope, see. But I thought I had more than this. Maybe they fell. Yeah, so these two are the same, and this is a thicker one. Blue, black. So this is from the trash bin at work. Economical, right? So we don't want this long, right? Let's look at these. I think they're 1 meter. Let's do like maybe 60. So you don't have like rolls of it, but it still can reach from this to this. So I'm just feeling it first, then let's actually measure it. So how long do I think is good? Yeah, so I said like 60, right? Let's do. This is like 57. So 60 is this. I can just feel this. So what about 50? Maybe 50 is good. There will be connector on both ends. Yeah. So, because this feels long, you know, when you're putting it in the drawer and you have it on the table and it's like, it's a meter. It's a bit too long. So let's also look at the cables we have. And maybe we'll make 2 sets of cables because they're useful, you know, to have bananas in one end and like these tiny nice ones in the other end. So these are like this. So you have a tiny hook. And let's make sure they're both the same style. So I know I put another one in here. That's probably that one. Or maybe they're just a bit different. They're the same, right? Let's look at these. Yeah. So we get bags with all colors, and if I want red and black, we get a lot of others.
I have a few of those, but never get to use them because I break them too often.
Oh, I've never broken one, but I'll keep the other colors for spare ones. Then. You don't have to feel bad about not using them. So I would like to have the same, but with the double ones too. That would be nice. So these cables, let's check how long they are. Let's actually do. So one red is longer than both of these. So let's just put this one away. And these are like the other feeling. It's like whatever it's called. Might be visible. They're like feeling like they have floor on them. So maybe we should just look in the microscope. Well, I don't want to read anymore. Is there text on the red one too? Yeah. It wasn't as visible. So let's see how long these are. I dropped one of those tiny screws. There. So together it is so like 118. So if we were to just split that in the middle, you know, we would kind of be where I wanted. I was thinking of 60, then I changed to 50. So we can just make two the same length. Or we can make one 50 and one the rest. Let's do that so we're more flexible, right? Now I'll have to roll this up again. So first of all, let's just get 50. Approximately. Like do like 52 or something. 53? Let's do 53. So we have like 1.5 centimeter in each end to attach it. So there. And then let's make these two the same length, approximately, because it's kind of different. Quite a bit longer, the red one. Why? And I didn't even care enough to cut the red where the black one ended, and then I should have cared. That was slower. So this is the slightly longer pair. That I don't know how long it is, but it's not like a lot. Maybe just a centimeter, right? Now I have to know. I'm too curious. It disappeared in the camouflaged area over here. All the things we've been doing. So we've done quite a few things today. We fixed this too. We didn't make egg music though, right? So it is 63. So one will be 50 and one will be 60. So both the lengths I want. Yeah, I'll just. We'll probably need this soon again. Just throw it over there. So, next check is, will this fit through the hole? Yeah, kind of like exactly, right? So it fits. It's possible with a bit of push. So I also grabbed only 2 of those. So let's get 2 more. Yeah, I like the feeling of those, and it kind of matches these. They're a bit like rubber feeling too, but a different kind. So, let's see here. Is it this way? Is it that way? I think it is screwed on. I don't think I'm doing anything, am I? It's just push. I feel like I don't have any memory at all. There. I just pulled it out. That's the way. So when we attach them, we need to feed the cable through here. If we don't do them first, of course. We can do them first. And these don't even need soldering. So very easy. The others we solder, I think. So these we just pull off. And then we have a tiny, tiny hole there. So this cable is a bit big for this, really. So I do have bigger ones, but I like the tiny ones because the hooks are tinier, and that's usually what I want. So it's much easier to attach to tiny things with tiny hooks. And you can easily attach to a cable too, right? If you really want to have a tiny point to do it. So let's see if we peel off a bit of this. And I keep looking for this, but I keep putting it in the same place, so let's just get so a little bit off. So let's see if we can manage to pull it through there. Maybe this is just too thick for these connectors. So could have done it the other way around. But this helped, right? To both ways. We can cut this off if I break it and use it to pull it through if it's possible. Maybe it's not possible. So let's try the other side that's not cut. So it's a bit, well, this one is the other way, right? So is this easier to get through here? We could just do this too, right? This is probably easier. So since the hole is flat, I flatten the cable. And then we can hopefully go easier through. At least it's easier. There. So it is very tight though. So I'm thinking when we push the button, you know, I think it should be able to flow through this hole. So maybe I should get bigger of these. So I got these, but I don't like them because they're too big. But they do have this instead. So I do like that of them. So maybe these are good enough. But maybe they also have a too tiny hole. Yeah, it's like the same size. So I would like that kind of claw on these. I have like one pair, I think. By the way, I made this cable from the sturdier cable from work. So this is instead a longer one. So I plan to put a panel of different powers and stuff in front of me, so I can just plug stuff in. And this is like if you need it longer, but this is really too tough, you know. It's it's not like you can't bend it. It's just like it's very sturdy. So
it is also bigger in diameter.
Yeah, it is. So that's why I looked for these that are thinner, but they weren't thin enough. So we could just go for the thinner one, but then it will be even thinner for these connectors, right? So these are just screw in. And if it's a tiny cable with that point, it will be like not a good connection. So I'm thinking more like replacing these with something beefier. So I'm quite sure I have a bag of them, but where? And I've been looking for enough stuff today. So let's just do that side first, right? And it will be quick too. And the other side, we can try one. It is also soldering this to the tiny hole. Right. Yeah, kind of going back on that. So I am tired. It's you know the time, right? I didn't. Now I know it. So let's I did cut off a bit on one of them. So here's one, here's the other. Both of those ends are not cut. So here we have the one I tried to pull into that or push. So there. So this into this. It's kind of tiny. There. We'll see.
I thought it's only 12.
What? What is 12? Time? Yeah. I didn't know it past midnight. Didn't know. So I'm thinking, is it easier to get a big screwdriver, or is it easier to open the tiny ones? Apparently, everything I pick up is like, yeah, those are not good. I'll have to open this again. I love these screwdrivers. Colossal. So the question is, should I give my hobby his soldering iron back today and ask for it again tomorrow, or should I like keep it on my desk and he'll be like, how long are you sleeping? So what is this really? It's a flat one. Yeah, I thought so. I'm like, what am I doing? What am I doing? So I never see flat ones anymore, do I really don't. Let's fold it over. So let's get it in there. I'm trying to do everything so it's easily seen by everybody. So let's do that. And since it's so thin, I'm going to fold it double. So let's get like middle of it. and just fold it. And then that little peg in the middle can go into that. So when we push it in here, oh, so something didn't want to join. Let's just put it somewhere there and try again. Yeah, so this one goes on the other side, but we can just put it on the other side since there's nothing there. Alright, I should be in here. We're moving all the time. Maybe I should change the zoom of this, right? So let's up there. I'm trying to really there. So I could lift lots with this. So let's get the other end. Pull this one through. So let's there. So a little further. There. Zoom. So if I don't find anything, we'll get some bigger ones, because these mega tiny ones, I guess they could break, but never happened to me. More like it's the cable, it's the wrong dimension, right? So let's take the black one. So let's see if I can remember how much I cut. So it was like this much first, and then I added, well, I folded like this much, right? About that. It's not exact thing. So is this good enough? I think it's actually was a bit more on the other one. But it's like, I wanted to have a good grip. Let's just do a tiny bit more. And then we fold it over. Might be more than the other, I don't care. So let's just fold it again. There. So let's put it in a bit more careful this time, right? So we can do this first. That's what you'd like usually do, right? And then I'm thinking, should I sleep? Yeah, so actually the company where I'm, that consulting job with the electronic stuff, they're like closed until the 7th. Though I can go and work if I want to, and then it's like doing inventory stuff, like counting stuff, which is like, you can have like a dance party while you do that. Real relaxed job. So I might do that. So if everybody's boring at home during Christmas, I can just escape. No, I don't know. No, but usually everybody's just sitting by the computers, right? So that's a bit boring. So I'd be alone there, which is not as fun, but it's a real relaxed way of earning money. It's kind of relaxed usually too, so. Yeah, so I think this bend is what makes this possible, because otherwise it would probably pull out. Just the strands just going separate and pulling out. So this is real tight now. So let's pull this one on top of there. There. So now we have to. They almost are like fish swimming here on the table. So these are thinner than these, and these are very like feeling in their silicone. And these are more like smooth and nice. But they're very similar, the connectors, because I on purpose I didn't buy these. I like these. So these don't have holes though, but I could connect it like this to make a longer cable. That's nice when you have female and male in one thing, right? And these will of course fit on these too, with a hook. So I bought 2 of these. I have another pair. These are also cheap from AliExpress. So my most used multimeter cable right now. And this cable was real cheap, this one, the soft one. Like, how could you get cable for that price? So, I could go into the other room, but there's like a pile of stuff. And I really need to finish fixing this room, and then I'll go fix that one. Done. Oh, and this is not too unflexible. It's kind of stiff, so it won't get tangled. So this gets really tangled. As soon as you put it down, it gets a mess. It becomes a mess, right? This is more like, oh, it goes like that, but it's still, you can still bend it easily, right? If you want. Yeah, I'll just leave them like this for now. By the way, as they were kind of similar length, it's nice to see how much difference. So they're almost exactly the same length still. Yeah. Then I did measure the cut. Good. Maybe it's time to go to sleep. We still have one blinking blue light, by the way, the charging. So I would like to finish this, but yeah. So also compared to this one, it's really much thinner. Though this one could take a lot of power without like getting crazy hot. Though I will never use that much anyway, right? On that thought, we were trying to think if we could make a 1 ohm resistor with cable, and we like measured a long bit, and this was nice and like taking care of itself, as the other one did too. Of course, here's the glue, bits of low temp glue. So yeah, I'm really sweaty. It's 26.6 in here, and it's 2.4 outside. Do you think I should open the window for a bit before I go to sleep? Maybe let's open the window. 2.4 minus. 2.5 minus. I'll die. And now it's 26.8 inside. Yeah, let's... So it's locked in a certain position, so it's not opening. So we do have the other connectors. Let's do the other pair too, right? So we can just find connectors that fit, and maybe we can just look right now. So we want like another AliExpress tab. We want like so I just bought these. Let's steal the name from them. Come on. So yeah, I bought a bag of 10 of these too. And these are for the panel thingy. So here they are. So 10 for 33. That's actually so test hook probe. So if you just remove mini from this name, right? So there, and let's remove mini, and we don't need single really either. Single test hook clip test. We don't need test twice. Probe for L. Electronic testing. Let's get some more of it and see how much fits. Electronics testing, I see. So I have to go to my left there again. It's saying the battery's low. Then you can see what you can get those cables for. Finished and ready. So these are bigger ones. And they're angled? That's odd. Yeah. So these are 16, right? For 10. And these are 49. It doesn't have full cables. So 42 for just the connectors and 49 for the full cables. So well, these are like interesting, these, because they're usually actually cheaper. So we get a lot of those mini ones. And here's the other ones. I thought these were tinier too. And these were extremely expensive. And these are just 5 of these. Expensive. So here are with round holes and 10 for 20. Right? That looks good. So let's see how they look. So they look like they are bigger. I mean, the hole looks bigger. That's what I care about the most. And that's a kit with both colors thingy. Let's add that to cart and we'll check if we see anything more. Also, they've changed the site. This is why I had to log in again then. Because we usually get a big one in the middle. Now it's one on the side. Yes, I was looking at these. I was buying these. I bought a few of these last time. We just searched for these, right? And this is like the cheapest price too. So, yeah, I don't really like crocodiles. They're so hard on top and stuff, and they're big. I want tiny, tiny things. I bought this, it was horrible. I should return it, right? Yeah, I should complain. So it's so high, it's so big, it's useless. So if I were to have real big cards, maybe, but I don't know. Nah. I still want to lean my arms on the table. So here we have a set of precision tweezers for the same price as the ones. No, we can't do it. That's so annoying. But if I click, it opens a new tab, yeah. Oh, these bananas are like classics. I'm just seeing if there's any more of the similar thing here. Here are the ones we have. Tired. Yeah, so the reason I used to order these, but they actually have a screw on the side. So if you hold it and put it in, I realized you're actually like electrocuting yourself if you have power. So that's why I've switched to these, because they don't have that, right? You have to touch the actual thing or put something in the hole there. You can't just touch it like this and get like the screw here. The screw is inside it. Also, it's rubber, it's much nicer feel. So, God, Tommy, come on. Can't you be finished now? Also, I've gone through all of these types of connectors and found what I like the best. And it is the ones that were in my order list here. So here is this. Let's see. I just wanted to know. Cleaner. When will this arrive, right? So, can I do order details on that? 6th of January. But I don't think those are correct, right? Because I might throw this tip away if this is not quick enough. It's not like I'm going to use two of the same, or two tips. I think I will break it when I remove it, that's what I think. But I might not. I might be able to remove it safely. Yeah. Let's go back to the thing that I was talking about, these. So, the reason I like these, come on, what's up? I clicked the wrong thing. So the reason I like these is that you can unscrew them and there's a hole. So, here. So you can put something tiny in there, in the banana, and just tighten it. So you can just put a normal tiny cable. You don't need to have bananas on everything. That's why I like them.
And you can mount it on a PCB.
Yeah, but that doesn't matter to me. I just want to put them on a panel anyway. So, but they're flexible, definitely. So I will probably like attach several of these together. Yeah, so there. Right, you can connect both at the same time. I didn't think of that. So I think I bought one of each. Because I was thinking like, oh, I'll do several of these. And I was like, okay, this is a lot of money. And I don't even have an exact plan of what I want to do. But if we have the only Amazon, the Amazon one up still, no? So let me show you. So Amazon. So the glue gun is on. Why? Almost like it's slightly warm here. More than slightly, maybe. So let's go to Amazon and let's go to the basket. It doesn't even update it. No, my cart is not empty. We just put something in there. So I'm thinking of putting this. Having a sheet and all these through. And if I do the 0.4 one here, then I'm thinking I could possibly bend it. And also make holes in it, right? So round holes, that's kind of easy though. So I've had like, was it 2mm steel to try and make holes in that were like irregular things. Yeah, that wasn't a good thing. I was fighting with that thing for a while and I was like, this doesn't work. So 0.4, like 0.5 millimeter. So even less. And we could like ground this, but I have to get ground, of course. So we want like, of course, that's necessary. And oh god, I'm sorry, my tummy's just saying I want more food, I guess. So that's the plan. So I didn't find anything on AliExpress. So this might be my new power supply. And the actual base of the power supply will be, I think I just dug it out over there. Let me get it. No, I did it again. Sorry. You should disable that button. So there. So it's a power supply. It says Fujitsu. And I need glasses for this text. So we have 3.3 volts, 7.5, 5 volts. Is it 8? Let's actually microscope this thing. My god. So, here, 7.5, 15 amps. Plus 12 and minus 12 meaning. But it's only 0.3 on minus 12. So having these as a base, 3.3, 5, and 12, that's kind of nice, right? And yeah. Is there anything else on this one? So I have a lot of power supplies. So I just started with putting this one. It's a tiny one. As you can see, it's not big, right? It's not a big power supply. It's very tiny. So let's get this. It won't take a lot of space. It's just like a bit more than 8 centimeters, less than 15, and less than 14 in this way. So I have cut the cables and paired them up. So we have like several connectors we can do. So I'm probably planning to put these like for something different. We'll see. So here's at least 3 pairs, 12 volts, and they're color coded now. So here's all the stuff. There's special voltages. And these colors, they're not like just guesswork either. And also, you have on-off switch here that we of course could put outside it. Yeah. So I'm thinking I will close this box, probably, and have it in there, and then lead these out to connectors like that. And then I'm also going to take some of these and make them flexible. And I thought I have this. Let's see what this is, right? So what was it? It's a 2 times 20 kilo ohm. Yeah, but I've bought some now, so. But this is from my dad. Like an ancient one. So my dad passed away 3 years ago. And he loved electronics. Right, he built this thing. So, this is like. Let's open this one actually. But first, I'm gonna put this to the side. But it's good to have it in this room because this is the current project one of the projects I want to continue. So we can clearly see all the ground ones.
Like Web link.
So let's see. So the thing is that this is free, right? It's from an old scrap computer. Ah, cool. So buck boost 36. So what's the minimum voltage? Some I've seen the minimum is like 3 watts, right? So you might want to go lower. So let's see.
On mine, I think is 3 or 5.
Yeah. Set 5 volts. You can definitely do 5 volts at least. Oh, look. 0.6.
The output voltage is adjustable from 0.6 to 36.00 volts.
So that's nice.
On this one.
So, and it's not mega expensive, but if you buy like a few of these, then you have like a basic power supply for like lab power supply. But compare it to all of this, right? If you combine it, that was not a good camera. So if you compare, you have also 3 or maybe 2. Though I've saved one, right? I've saved one Yellowware for all the stuff. So we have 3.
I think I bought it 3 years ago from Wish.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So we have 3 12 volts. We have a lot of 5 volts. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And also we can just connect them all in a lump and then pull cables out from there too if we want to, right? So we're not limited to this number of. So it's a lot of amps it can do. What was it? 15.
Supplies are almost free.
Yeah, they're free because I have like 10 maybe that are like from I haven't paid for anything. And it can do so much. And this one is just 240 watts. So it's tiny compared to others. So where did I put the lid with the text? Good thing I brought this in. So this is a tiny one. So if you have a more powerful one that you use, so continuous output power and surge. Okay, so it can do 300 watts for, what was it, 10 seconds, but 210, and combine continuous 3.3 and 500. So what is the normal number of it? So anyway, I don't really care about the watts. It will do just fine for a few lab tests, you know? This many amps, it's crazy. It's so much power. It's just crazy to have this. So. Just be careful with it, right? The question is, can you use minus? because it's so low.
Safely, not blowing fuses.
Okay. Yeah.
And price was great. Smile, smile.
Yeah, so probably you should put some limitations in there, right? So it doesn't go kaboofy too much and stuff. So I'll
and also I could
do
select
something.
The voltage.
Yeah. So that's the plan, to put several, but not this pretty looking ones, but the tinier basic ones, like 3 or 4 basic ones. So maybe from 12 volts to 0 to, I can't imagine using 30 volts for anything really, but maybe I will need it. Though I have other power too, but it's just so nice. So I usually just have a Molex connector connected to these, and in the cable which you need to short, maybe it's this one. I've put it separately. So you need to short the one place for it to start, right? The power pins for the PC. So I don't remember what colors they are. It's there.
I think it's green and black.
Yeah, that's possible, but we have 2 greens. Maybe it's just two times there. So maybe it's green and brown. That's possible. Green sounds familiar when you say it. I was just saying that.
I don't remember either.
I don't really care, because I will check it out when I'm gonna do it, right? So probably I'll just use this one since I opened it already and cut all the stuff off. But I have one with all the motherboard connector with just a jumper on it, and then I just use one of the Molexes for powering 5 volts and 12 volts. So
anyway, it's a simple Google away.
Yeah, exactly. So that's why I don't I need to remember this, because it's less easy. So here's our current fan for soldering, right? So I got these in the mail the other day. I just got a kind of solid fan, and we connected it with these to cables that were just normal cables, like the thin ones, plugged between the pinholes in one of the variable AC adapters set for 12 volts. It was just like connected with crocodiles. With this one. This was keeping track so the cables didn't fall out of the connector. Pushing those cables in there like this. And that was just on my desktop with 12 volts in the middle of the air. So that's why I don't feel worried about stuff. But you should be careful with power, and don't connect stuff with your computer, like you said. That's very good advice. So this is also, of course, going in. So that you can see, this is how I connected the other places too. Just normal, regular. These are the normal ones. They're just pushed in there into the connector. So it will spin very nicely. So I had one thing left to do, did I? Do you know the batteries are doing? They have 2 lit LEDs and going on the 3rd. So let's look at them. And they're doing slightly warm too. So we have a lot of charge done here. We only have 1.5 LEDs left to light. Kinda nice, right? Should we measure it again? We still have stuff here to measure with. So it's underneath everything. So I will have to do so much cleaning from this. So this is one of the projects I want to do. It's part of it is to connect the fan, you know, all of those things. Should have a special. Maybe I'll put a fan connector in there. Yeah, yeah, exactly. And I will disconnect it during the night because I don't want to have a battery accident. So this is still loose. So let's just see what it says. Can you see it? No. Let's move it. So here. I actually need these for that. So they're going for 3.7 volts. Are they? It should be 5, shouldn't it?
3.9, that looks great.
Yeah, so we'll see what it does. So I got it. I used the power that was in it. I usually charge first, but this time I used the power, and then I plugged the connector in, the micro USB, and it was like, I heard something there. So it just fell off at once. So that's why it was for years with no charging, no power, and it was 0.2. So if it's working, I'm like amazed, really. So the only bad part with this, using these for the multimeter, is so this falls off the left one. I don't know, my ears are obviously different sizes. Oh, the inside of them. So there. Oh, did I have anything else that I wanted to fix? Yeah, let's just open this one and see if it works. So maybe I should do that when I'm more awake than now. We can just cut the cable first, see if it's the connector that doesn't work. If it's this that doesn't work, this could be just the connector cable, whatever. But let's move these things back. So this one, it's just kind of the same project, but we might need this. So we might want to solder a project that's more like, oh, I soldered one thing, now I'm done. So let's put that one away. And it's not hot, it's just like slightly warm, the batteries. So it feels normal. Let's put that one on the floor. Under my desk, because I want not to forget this. I want to continue soon. And the connectors should arrive from China. And I will not work, probably. I will study a lot these weeks, right? So we're gonna study a lot. Let's actually take as much as we can here. So power only. Did I just put the multimeter away again? That's not possible, right? So microscope, it's on like high above. So yeah, let's twist them a tiny bit more. I'm doing some good there in the twisting, I think. So, and again. So how many seconds ago did I remove it? Seriously, it can't have been minutes. Oh no, it dropped on the floor. It's not a long cord. So worst case, we could get these and do stuff with, you know, the cables themselves. But this, probably those are broken somewhere, maybe? I'm blind. Yeah, so I want to get those that we were making. They would be perfect now. These are 1 meter long. They always end up like this because they're so soft. They're always twisted in some way. So these will be perfect. They're a bit more sturdy and you can still bend them and they're half the length. So, too bad the cable didn't fit. It looks tiny, right? It was too thick. It's made for these kind of things. So, right, we need to plug it in. So, to check what we're plugging in, we're plugging in 1 A5 volt, okay? USB charger. So, this is before they started having the separate cables and chargers. There. So, let's actually unclip these because they're just in the way. So I tried that instead of this. This is a bit odd with this one. So we have black. Am I actually on the wire? Yeah. And then we have red. There. Let's actually start it first so we can see the connection. So, yeah, this seems fine. So it was just a USB connector. Let's just mess with the cable. It seems fine, right? So, I'm not getting any errors. No errors. So, we can use this for stuff. We could just connect power there. So if we had... if we happen to have this, then we could use it. So why not have one with a built-in cable and a USB connector on the end, right? This is a USB. So I guess one of these sides... Oh, you know, I was looking for these. They were in here. They were in here. I was looking for them. I looked and I was like, oh, these are just normal USBs. And they were underneath. Look. Gahaga. Yeah? So it's not that we would have probably used these, but we had USB-Cs here, right? So... My bad. So here is a USB connector. And I imagine these are bigger, right? Let's see if it fits. So... it's not like we don't have any chargers. This is just for fun, right? So that seems to fit. So we have only a tiny bit of soldering to do here to the pins. And these are not tiny. These are big. Big, nice connectors. So they actually look like they're like, they have a shape, but I think they're just flat. Yeah. So I am a bit hungry. It is 2 a.m. I should do stuff tomorrow to start preparing for Christmas. Christmas shopping. Wrapping presents. So I don't do it the last night before Christmas as usual. Nah, not always. Some stuff always ends up at the end, right? Yeah. So should we just quick Google this? I don't have in my head which pin is which. I'll move the microscope for a bit so I can see the screen. USB. Female pin out. So, come on, I did click. So, this is only this way instead. So I don't really get what's... Yeah, that's that. So, meaning this is ground. Meaning pen. There. So, like that. This side. It's got black marker on both sides, on the ground side. Let's just confirm this with a different picture, so that we're sure. So, yeah, same. This is ground. Confirm with actual the thingy. Yeah. Yeah, so we trust that, right? So let's just do it. Right, we were going to open my dad's thingy too. So why is it beeping so much? I hate that. Why? Don't it just like... So this is from Tiger, this keyboard. Or T-Hero, or whatever it's called right now. So the height of the edge of the trash bin is just by the button on the heater thingy. There. So it pushes the fan button when I push it. This is, by the way, a converter. So what was it, 5 to 12 or something? So though it's the wrong resistor there. In, out. Yeah, I think it was 5 in because I put the USB connector on that side too, right? So actually that could power, if we get it working, that could power the fan easily, because we could just connect the pins here. So that fan probably belongs in a computer chassis that I have, so I'm not going to break it. So let's put these on top now, not make the same mistake again. Over there. Before we actually do the soldering, it's warm, but no, I'm hungry. So let's do that another day. This was obviously broken because it worked as soon as we just removed it. There. So I marked the side where we want the so where we want the ground. Let's like put it in here like this, and let's make. I don't like it. I'm going to attach these things. Let's do it now before I go nuts. So it's not slow. So, and this was a bad one. So as I disassemble all of mine, I have the spare parts, leftovers.
The Revac 17 best viewers on stream.
Oh, the first one this stream. Oh, we're on 9:40. If I finish this in 20 minutes, which I should, we can. I don't have to split the stream. So. Oh, that one's actually squished. Good thing I didn't move this far, because sometimes they go squished. It's not perfect thing. This is round. That's the only one it happened to. That one we need there. That one there. And this one I think I might just throw away, because it's not the same as. Maybe it's the squishing they're doing this against, but I use this pin to rotate it, so I need the pin. So I rather fill it with tin or something than not have it. So there. And this also has shrink tube on it already. So let's just put this there. Much nicer, much nicer. And let's make it like that, so we can go up and down easily. There, and then we have two of this instead. Of one that I will get annoyed at. So, bye bye. So, someone that was trying to make it better, but we lost the opportunity to have something to turn it with. So let's see if this is not charged, but I need my right ear. It just keeps falling out. So now let's grab it. Grab it. So the other one was really just holding on by it being pushed in there, right? So now I can easily rotate this with the help of this pin. So and we have the marked black, and the other one is of course the red. And these are currently connected to here, so those. And let's look at them. So they look a bit long, right? So you could put them in there a bit. So let's see what this looks like. There, yeah, so a few millimeters or one. So also, let's look at this, right? So we don't want it to be, we want it to be like this. This actually is in here. And I imagine this side doesn't have much notches because it's nothing else keeping it together than its plastic pins here. And we could glue it, of course. But we really need to check the length. So short wires. So let's use a mark again. Ah! I'm not Hulk. I don't have Hulk teeth at least. Yet, I guess I should try biting more stuff. So, come on. Get into the image. And let's just bend these two up a bit. Very. And like the length there, doesn't care about the sides. I just want the red one to reach like something like that. Something like that. The black one we can't really draw on, can we? So I think I've had that pen for 20 years. That's odd. Yeah, I've had others too. It's just that this is not dry. Yeah, we know. It's closed down now, the multimeter. And let's do the other one at the same length. So let's do... We could have done them together. Would have been easier, right? So there-ish. So should we do it double? It's kind of thin. The solder will probably be better that way. But how long? So we have nachos. I can get something to eat. Looks like even too short. A bit longer even. Let's do the other one longer. So is it longer? Not much. I'm just folding it so it becomes a bit longer. Now this is the wrong color. So I just want to see. Yeah, that's like what I want. So I'm gonna unbend that one. Let's twist it again. Let's bend it the same length as the red. Though they look to be bent at the same place before. Whatever. So the red one is going all over the place. So I think we could just leave them like that, really. They're a bit long, but on the back bit there. Yeah, we should cut it off. It's just so hard to do it. So let's like that maybe. No glasses. So when I've had them on my head like that, it almost feels like they're still there. So I guess the black one is still a bit long because it's twisted like that, so I didn't see what it was doing. So let's just to erase the risk that they connect. So this one needs to go up a bit. And, well, it's still kind of focused, right? So let's do one first. And it's going in the holder, so it's stable. I'll just put some solder on there. And the cable will go more stable, which is not a good thing when we want to bend it, but I think it's okay. So the soldering iron has been on for some time, and it's not closed down. I really felt like my hair was all over the place when I put the glasses on there. So I'm getting used to that actually. My other one is just laying in the hand, you know, so I don't have to press, but I haven't dropped it in some time now, right? So I'm getting used to having to actually push my fingers together. Oh, one more? Well, so I guess we can't see too good, right? Can't see too good. Also, we could change the angle, but alright. So this is one reason why I have this thing underneath. I can just rotate this now. So let's just rotate it a bit. And we have a totally different angle. And we can see that it's actually not touching. I think it's good enough. So yeah, so not on that side, please. On that side. Yeah, that's what I thought. I don't think it's attached, is it? Not really. So let's put lots of more solder on here. Yeah, it's definitely not connected. It's just solder on the cable. This needs to be more connected. Let's try, and now I can possibly use the flat edge. Better get a better connection. And I'm just trying to find the same spot. Come on, go down there. This is annoying. We want you to be on the pin. Yes, I'm moving the... Yeah. So I'm moving the whole metal foot with the cable now. So it's attached. There. Now the other side. So there. This is what I meant with it's going stiff, the cable. So, and it's also hot. So let's bend that a bit. So, some just for fun here. Now I can move the green thing again. So it's on there, probably good enough. And when we soldered both, we can like rotate them and see if it really looks like it's good enough. But there's no holes or anything on these. Let's see now. Yeah. Lots of solder on there. Go everywhere, please. I seem to have melted some plastic too. So, it's not pretty, is it? That's odd. It's like it's gripping it. And the pin is actually quite far down there. But there's definitely... Yeah, there's a bit of melted plastic there, the white. And the red side has no solder on the side there at all. So if I make this, I think it's good enough. You know, I can't make it move. It feels, I use quite a lot of force. Oh, it's actually totally crooked there. So let's see what happens when I bend this. This is a test if the solder is actually... We don't want the pins shorted. You saw how much I pushed there. Nothing happened, including it's not shorted. This is a plastic bit. Yeah, so it's just plastic. And there's no short in between there. That's quite a lot of space. It's like a millimeter. So, should we use some glue in this? Because if we break this, we just cut it anyway, right? Right, I know I had a red one because I also had these. These are not finished. So I'm thinking this is not good, and this doesn't need to be quick. So I haven't used this glue in like years. Let's see if I can get the cap off, because it's soft, the glue, but yeah, it's open. Turning that soldering iron off again. Whew. It's black. Sticky. So this smells bad, but will always stay rubbery, this glue. It's not getting hard and brittle. So I'm kind of thinking we'll put one side down and I'll change sides. So there. And then we switch around. So we have a bit of glue on the other side too. And you can just click, clicky click. I need more power. Where's my polygraph? So I'll just slightly push here. Make sure the glue is actually hopping all over the place. Yeah, so there's glue coming out of the end. Yeah, this will need to be pushed together during the night. So let's actually use a tiny thing. Where is it? So this is big enough. I found it. It's on the pile of stuff to the side here. But we had like, check this. So these are not like big enough, but maybe it's good enough to have it pushed just generally. I have a big one, but it's not worth it for this. So this is how fat my desk is. There. And let's... So not this one underneath there. Yeah. So it's on the desk edge. Then let's just push this one together. We could have like put like something stable there. This is really not good. It's hard to just even turn without any pressure. I don't know why. I haven't ended up at the place where it's stuck there yet. There. So how much over, how much under? Pushing it. So, what do you think? Will this be enough? It's like not open at least. So I didn't put any glue on the edges themselves. It's glue on the middle. So this is not squished together either. Whatever, right? If it falls apart, we put more glue. I don't think it will. So then we have this working again, but not connecting. You can't just connect micro USB. You can connect whatever cable. We could have made this wrong end USB-C, which wouldn't have been useful, right? So if we had the other type, I think I only had one type. There. So I don't know how many things that fits with this glue.
Arduku says, as long as do not use that foam they use for window and constructions, it should stay in a vise.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll keep it here too tomorrow. It was not really enough to smell a lot. Though this really smells. I don't sense the smell anymore. Still on the third light? No? We're on the fourth light now for the battery. Should we do a quick